Hey, I thought I'd do a quick video post and do a product review for you. And the product I'm doing is the latest running shoe that I've been using, and it is the New Balance Minimus, and this is the road version. This is a fairly new shoe that just came out, I believe, this year, and what New Balance has been doing is offering a number of different kind of minimalist shoe options, which a lot of shoe companies are doing now. And I've been mostly doing or utilizing the Nike Frees, and I've really liked those. I had a couple pairs of those, and I've been really running those the last year or so. But I've really had I've heard of a lot of great things about the Minimus from New Balance, so I thought I'd give it a try. This again is the road version. They do have a trail version, which is very similar to this, and it's actually even less padding and less cushioning. It's very similar to the Vibram's Five Fingers, but it doesn't have the individual toes on there. But I tried both of these on, and they both actually felt really great. But the trail version is really nothing. It's basically a thick piece of rubber underneath you. So I thought this would be a little better shoe for me to actually get a number of miles out of, and I'm still again transitioning into a minimal shoe. Like I said, this has gotten a lot of great reviews, and I have used it for a number of shorter training runs, and I actually used it this past weekend at the Grandma's Marathon, and it seemed to work really great. It's a fairly lightweight shoe. It's about 8 to 9 ounces, depending on your size, and it's not a zero drop shoe. And a zero drop shoe really means that the heel padding, or wherever your heel is, sits completely level with the rest of your foot. And this is not a 100% zero drop shoe. This has, I think, about like 4 millimeters or something like that, so there's not much there, but it's not an official zero drop shoe, which is kind of the big thing nowadays with minimal shoes. But this is a very lightweight shoe, and when you put it on and run with it, or you just walk around with it, you can feel that there's not much underneath you. And as you can see, there's not a whole lot of padding or cushioning in there, and you really feel like you are resting on the ground. There's not much underneath you. The padding that is underneath is pretty firm, and so it doesn't really feel squishy, or there's not a lot of, it doesn't feel like a lot of cushioning under there. So again, if you're looking for that minimalist feel, this is definitely a good option for you. Again, it's very lightweight. I do like the kind of slightly wider toe box for me personally, just because I kind of have wider feet. So I think this is a great shoe. I think I'll be able to use it for an everyday trainer, as well as using it for a lot of any road races that I do, whether it's even speed work, or again, I just used it for the Grandma's Marathon this last weekend. It seemed to work great. One thing I did notice, that after the race, and a few days after the race actually, my calves and quads were definitely sore from it. I hadn't used it a whole lot and haven't ran in it a ton, and so this is probably the most minimalist shoe that I've ran that type of distance in for quite a while. So you can definitely feel it, or I could definitely feel it after the race. So there is not much here, but I think it's going to be a great shoe, and hopefully I'll get maybe 500 or 600 miles out of them. That's about how many miles I get out of my Nike Frees. So I'm hoping that this one will actually hold up a little longer, so maybe 600 or more miles, which would be great, because I put a lot of miles on, and I'm hoping to not have to buy a lot of shoes. So overall, I think this is going to be a great shoe. Hopefully it will suit my everyday training needs, as well as being able to use it as a racing shoe, or kind of a hybrid racing flat, and hopefully getting a lot of miles out of it. So overall, again, it's a great shoe, and I think it'll work really well for my needs. Alright, see ya.